Hey champions, Coach Sogo here. Today is soccer workout week 1, day 2. It's all about back, biceps, and a little bit of ab work at the end. So this gets started with a pull-up bar if you have one. If you don't have a pull-up bar, just skip that block, all right? So on the pull-up bar, you're gonna go overhand and do as many using your back as you can to failure. All right, then switch your grip to underhand and you're gonna go for 5. Biceps are usually gonna help you. The underhand grip's just a tad easier, so just go to 5 on that. You're gonna get 3 rounds through. If you are not even able to do one pull-up on a pull-up bar, it's okay. You'll just go to, bring a chair up to your pull-up bar and start with the full extension with your chin over the bar and do a 10-second slow descent. That will help you build strength in your back. Go ahead and go up to the pull-up bar. Use a chair to get up there. And once again, slow descent with the biceps engaged for 10 seconds, all right? So that's a way to build strength so that you're able to do pull-ups and bicep chin-ups without assistance, all right? So then we're going into a strength block 3 times through. Our first one, move kitty cat, is our seated bicep curl. All right, so we're gonna start with just slightly leaning forward. We're gonna start with thumbs by your sides to thumbs up. All right, so rotate, keeping your elbows close. So starting with thumbs by your sides and rotate on the way up. Get a nice contraction on that bicep every single time. Round 1 is, it's actually 8 bicep curls all the way through, hammer to standard. All right, then we're gonna go into a single arm kettlebell row. We're gonna alternate between bicep and back. So go ahead and get into like a football stance. We're gonna grab your kettlebell and we're gonna row for 10 on round 1. One arm at a time, tap the floor, pull, and then switch sides 10. Next time through, we'll go to 8 on each arm and then 6 on that 3rd round. All right, I've got a cushion off here so you can do preacher curls one arm at a time. But if you don't have the ability to do this, I'm going to give you another option. So on your preacher curl, you just want to make sure you're down over the surface. I've got the end of the couch here with a curl. All right, so you don't have to take it into full extension. Just bring it up in that contraction on the bicep. All right, that is for 8 on each arm. If you do not have a preacher curl set up at home, another option is to do a W curl. So we're gonna go wide, open up, keeping your elbows in close. We're gonna go out in that W, kind of see that W position. All right, so don't bring it all the way up here because you're gonna lose the contraction on the bicep. Stop about 3/4 of the way up. All right, so then we're going into bent over row. So find a tip on the hips, a spot for your eyes. You're gonna engage those hamstrings, you're gonna row up. All right, the tempo is up for 1, hold for 1, down for 2. We got 10, round 1, 8, round 2, 6, round 3. Then we're going into a try set 3 times. So we're gonna do a bicep inverted row. I've got a little contraption set up here, as you can see. With a bar in between 2 chairs. You could use a broomstick if it's strong enough to hold you. So we're going to be doing inverted bicep rows for 8. So I'm going to get down underneath the bar. All right, so we got underhand grip. Our feet are planted on the floor. You're going to bring yourself up off the floor into a bridge. And we're going to engage the bicep by bringing your elbows up and swinging your head up underneath the bar. So that gets a lot of bicep in that curl. I don't know if you can see it from the other way. Try to take it this way. I'm a little too close. A little too close here. I can't do it that way. All right, next up we're going to be doing the inverted row. So we're going to keep it overhand. And you can do straight legs in that row this time. You're bringing your chest up as close to the bar as you can. It's harder with your feet straight. If you want to take your feet bent, knees bent, feet on the floor, that takes a little bit out of it, so it's a little bit easier. So you've got 10 on the inverted row. And then our hammer curls. So it's you can either use a plate. If you've got a plate, you'll be holding it in close for tricep, close grip bicep curls. But if you don't have a plate, you can just do hammer curls and keeping them with your thumbs by your sides, making sure you're holding that contraction at the top for 8. All right, after 3 times through that tricep, we've got our finisher set, which is good mornings. Now, typically in the gym, you would have a back extension machine to do this on and use a plate. But since you don't have that option, a good morning is another way to do that. So you can do kettlebell good mornings a couple different ways. You can bring your kettlebell back behind your head, hang on to it with a couple fingers on each hand. Stand up nice and tall. We're going to hinge at the waist and back to the top. Going to kind of stick your butt out and we hinge at the waist. You should feel a little pressure on that low back. Another option is to bring it to your chest. We just won't be able to go quite as deep into that good morning. All right, so pretty much of a pull on those hamstrings, just a slightly bent knee until your chest is almost vertical, horizontal to the floor. All right, so after 10 good mornings, either way there, you've got 30 seconds of Superman. So on the Superman, I'll go ahead and get my mat over here. All right, so find a spot for your neck. So it's neutral, eyes looking down. We're gonna lift the elbows and the quads off the floor. So set your timer for 30 seconds and get your Superman low back squeeze. And then you've got to hold on that extension for 30 seconds. Then you'll repeat. Go back to your kettlebell good mornings for 10, 30, and 30, 3 times through. Then you've got your ab finisher. All right, on the ab block, you've got dumbbell toe reaches for 30. Woo, that's a big number. Feet are straight up. Dumbbells straight up. Reaching for your toes. Lifting your shoulder blades off the floor for 30. Then you've got half Turkish get-up for 20. We're going to do 10 on each side. So on the half Turkish get-up, you've got the opposite leg of the arm holding the dumbbell that's straight. Plant your palm into the floor. All right? So the side that's holding the dumbbell is straight up. Lock out the elbow. You've got a bent knee on the same side. The other leg is straight. I think you can see that. I'm going to roll onto the palm of my hand all the way up, bring it back down to the elbow, and all the way down. Keeping that arm straight the whole time to engage your core. You've got 10 on the right and 10 on the left. Making sure that arm stays straight the whole time. All right? Out and in mountain climber. This is basically an outside mountain climber for 20 total. 10 on each side, so you're in your full plank position. Chin up over your thumbs, wrapping your knee around to your elbow. Out other side, knee around to the elbow. You're gonna get a nice oblique contraction. So that is 20 total on those outside mountain climbers. And then your side hip dip, stack your feet, elbow right underneath your shoulder, bring it up into that nice side plank, and you've got your dip here for 10 on the right, 10 on the left. You'll repeat your ab block 3 times through, and that will do it for week 1, day 2, back and biceps, and core blast at the end. You're a champion. Good job.